All right, so if you don't like guys just talking, walking and talking at 3 a.m., then this might not be the video for you. But with that said, our boy Chris D'Elia just got called out. Now, I will say this. I actually discovered Chris. Well, I wouldn't say like I discovered him, but I found out about this guy. I'll just say I discovered him. I discovered Chris D'Elia in like 2011, 2012, like hella long ago, man. Hella long ago. And this was when he was a nobody. And like I just found one of his stand-up, and I was like, this dude's fucking hilarious. He got put on Comedy Central, and it was his first shit, like way back in the day. And I fucking was cracking up. The one where he was like dissing on Dylan O'Brien. He was talking about the Dylan. Oh, how does it go? Dylan Dudicle, yeah, Dylan Dudicle. He's like, Dylan Dudicle, Avenger of Weed. Like, his shit is some of the best shit. His stand-up, some of the best stand-up I've ever seen, as far as like just him riffing it. So I'm a fucking fan of Chris D'Elia, and I always have been. Now, I will say this, over the years, I sort of kind of stopped liking him a little bit, something about him. He just got this ego. His ego got kind of big. And I know like a lot of it was just him joking, but he was kind of not joking. Like he was joking, but kind of not joking as well. So like on the one hand, he was like, oh yeah, like wearing my cool guy sunglasses and I'm this and I'm that, da 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 da. And like, just the shit that he would say was like borderline really creepy. Like, I don't know if I say creepy, but just like, this guy's egotistical. Like you could just tell, like, there's those guys out there that like say funny shit and they joke about being egotistical, but they're actually egotistical. He's one of those guys. So these Hollywood people, man, are just weird. I would say this, man, go watch a channel called, go watch a channel on YouTube by a guy named Jeremiah Cohen. His name is Jeremiah Cohen, C-O-H-E-N, Jeremiah, C-O-H-E-N, Cohen. This guy exposes Hollywood, man. Hollywood is just nothing but witches. I shit you not, bro. It's a coven. It's a fucking coven. Everybody is fucking weirdo ass Illuminati. I'm telling you, man. If you go watch some of Chris D'Elia's videos, particularly the ones that were released like the last couple days. He has this one, and I remember watching that too, because I stopped watching his podcast. I don't even like his podcast anymore. Like I was watching it for a long time. I think the dude's fucking hilarious. Like he's entertaining. Like I genuinely like watching this guy. Like he's entertaining, but also again, like I said, he's got that ego. But in one of his podcasts, like, he said, oh, you think there's just a pedophile ring in Hollywood, dude? And it was creepy. So like some of these videos that were coming out, like they're showing that and they like slow it down and like change up they're showing that little clip where he's talking about you think everybody's pedos, and like they are, dude. They fucking are. That's what Hollywood is. It's full of pedos. That's what it is, bro. These people are fucking Illuminati to a T. Go watch Jeremiah Cohen. Go watch that channel and tell me that's all just a coincidence. No, this shit is a fucking cult. The people who run this world are sick as fuck. The people who run Hollywood are sick as fuck. You don't believe me? Again, go watch Jeremiah Cohen channel. Tell me that's all just a coincidence. Tell me every celebrity you've ever heard of, that's all just a coincidence. They're all just doing these weird hand signals and these hand gestures that all are actually aligning with cultist gestures, cultist hand signals. That's all just weirdness, right? That's all, oh, you're just creepy conspiracy. The people who say you're just a creepy conspiracy theorist, they're the people who are really afraid. They're afraid that it's true. They don't want to know that it's true because that would blow their cognitive distance. That would blow their world in half. Wait a minute. The world is fucked up. The world is not this nice place that I thought it was. The world is creepy and all these people are creeps and sickos. Oh God, what? Like, people can't handle it. They can't take the truth. They want to stay in their little bubble. They want to stay in their little safety zone, in their little safety mechanism in their mind. Like, there's no devil. God isn't real. We're all just here. Like, just admit the fucking truth, man. Admit the fucking truth. It's sad. It's a sad truth. I will say that. It's a sick world that we live in, and it's a sad world, right? But, and yeah, you know, go about your life. Do what you got to do, right? But these people that you worship, sports players, I'm not even kidding, man. Michael Jordan, they're all in it. They're all Freemasons. You can look it up, man. Donald Trump, George Bush, Obama, they're all related. The Queen of England, they're all related. They're all in the cult. They're all a part of it, man. It's Chris D'Elia's dad. First of all, Chris D'Elia is worth $13 million. What the fuck does a guy that's worth $13 million, he's got a kid. I think he's got 2 on the way. I think he had a kid. He had a son. And I think his wife is pregnant. I might be wrong on that, but I think his wife is pregnant again. No, I am wrong on that. That's Bill Burr. Bill Burr has a daughter, and his wife is pregnant again. I'm sorry, I got those 2 mixed up. But Chris D'Elia just had a son. I'm not sure that I don't think he's married, but he just had a son. And this dude's been creeping on 16, 17-year-olds for like years and years. He was married to some actress a while ago and they got divorced. But dude, his dad is a Hollywood producer. Chris D'Elia is worth $13 million. What do you need to creep on 16, 17-year-olds for? It's because you're sick. You don't need to. The reason why, I don't know this personally, because I've never done this. Okay, I've never dated anyone who was under 18, and when I dated an 18-year-old, I was like 19, 20 myself. Okay, I've never creeped on girls who were younger than me, but from what I know, the reason why guys creep on girls who are younger than them is because the younger girls, they're more easily influenced. They don't say no as easy. They're a little dumber. They're a little slow. They don't have a lot of experience. They want some experience. This is why guys creep on girls who are younger. Or there's that reason, or they do it because they like fresh meat, and that's where it gets creepy. Like, these girls are like, well, they're fresh and they're still young, and it's like, yeah, they're still young, and that's creepy. They're not fully grown yet. They're not developed. That's sick, dude. Like, you can't wait till she's 20 or 21. Like, they look pretty good at 21, man. And here's the thing, like, I don't think anybody, guy or girl, under age, I'd say 25, is really that mature and responsible in this day and age. Maybe back in like the 1920s when you had to grow up quick and you were working on the farm since you were 10, or not even that, like probably working on the farm since you were 7. Like, yeah, by the time you hit 20, like, you're pretty fucking mature. You're ready to have families, and that's what they did back then. But now in this day and age, you don't have any life experience. You're just getting out of school. You just got out of school at 22 because you're in college. Like, I mean, I know that girls go off to college and just fuck. I know that, but it's just creepy because they're just dumb. Anybody who's under age 25 is dumb. I was an idiot. I was an idiot till I was probably 30. Now, some people are more mature for their age, but you're just not, until you hit 30, 35, you're just not that smart. You got to go through a lot of life experiences to get wise. And that's why you shouldn't be having sex, man, because sex is actually a very dangerous thing. It's a dangerous proposition. It really is. It has consequences that could be lifelong. Pregnancy, STD, damage, right? I talk about this kind of shit in all my videos, but that's, like I said, man, it's shocking to me because I probably never would have guessed that about Chris. But now, in hindsight, some things add up. Right? Some things add up. Like the ego, just how boastful he was in certain videos that I watched where he almost got exposed, and certain videos where like Theo Von and Brendan how the fuck do I say his last name? Brendan Schwab? I don't know. We're like joking about, oh, Chris, they knew, dude. Fuck that. They knew. These guys knew. Like, I'm not saying these guys do that shit themselves, but they knew, they were joking. And that's why I think, like, on The Fighter and the Kid, Brendan Schaub and what's his name, Brian Callen, that's why they were so, like, fake crying and like, oh, I'm still, this is so sad. I think because there's videos out there of them joking, so people are gonna say, hey man, you fucking knew that Chris was doing this shit. And then they're afraid that they're gonna get canceled too, because these guys are all just out for money, man. This world is not nice. People think like everything's all good and, oh, these guys make me laugh, ha ha ha. They want money. Like, they don't give a fuck about 16, 17-year-olds. They don't care that these girls are getting creeped on. This is the culture, dude. This is Hollywood. This is fucking Californication, man. It's a sick, look at all the porn, man. Look at how much porn gets produced. That's a sick state, man. And this is a sick country for allowing it. Who even allowed porn? Who did that? Right? Do your own research, man. The people who did that are the same people who rule over this country behind the scenes. That's all I'll say about that. But it's a pedophilic culture, man. Full of pedophiles, full of degeneracy. It's basically Sodom. Hollywood is basically Sodom. And guess what? These people are fucking cultists. Go watch Jeremiah Cohen. Look at what these people are doing. Look at all the hand signals and the hand gestures. These people are Satanists, man. That's the real shit. And this is somebody that I followed. This is somebody that I fucking followed for, like, was it 2020 now? We're midway through 2020. Probably about 8.5 years, man, I've been following this guy. Because I thought he was fucking funny as hell in his stand-up. And he is. He's a talented kid. Talented guy. He's older than me, so I can't say kid, but he's a talented guy, man. He really is. He's funny. He's got something about him, right? But even as the most talented people, it's a sick world, man. It's a sick world. Now, I'm not saying everybody in Hollywood is a pedophile. I'm not saying everybody is creeping on kids or everybody's got this, got sick degeneracy about them. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying everybody's complicit. They know what's going on. It's a hush hush. It's an unkept secret. It's a well-kept secret. Go watch Harvey Weinstein. Go watch all the people who were praising him back in 2013. Go watch, everybody's like, oh, I love Harvey. Oh, Harvey. There's videos out there, man. You can watch Oprah. Oh, Harvey, I love you. All these young Hollywood actors. I love Harvey. Why? Because the dude has influence. The dude owned a company. Who is he really? Go look at his undercover videos. That's who he really is. He's this sick motherfucker who gets a kick off of basically raping, I don't know, rape, but sexually assaulting women. He gets a kick off of being a predator like that. He gets a kick off of the power trip, right? And now he's in jail, rotting away, right? Bill Cosby, same thing, in jail, rotting away. But see, that's the tip of the iceberg. Like the shit that probably goes on. Holy fuck. I mean, why were all these women, oh, Harvey. Like, why? Why do you think that? Because the dude has power. They knew he was fucked. Half of them probably fucked him. Half of them probably, that's how they got to where they are. Hollywood casting couch is real, bro. The world is sick. And when are people going to wake up and realize the world is sick? How many more people? Danny Masterson from That 70s Show just got called out for rape. I think from several girls. How many people? Louis C.K. The list goes on. Right? It's a big list and it keeps getting added to it. And the funny thing is how quick we forget. There's a whole bunch more. And we just forget. We just forget. So, damn, dude. 16, 17-year-olds, man. 16, 17-year-olds. That's fucking crazy, Chris. That really is crazy, bro. And just like not even a month ago, I think is when he made that, because he does his podcast once a week. I don't think it was a month ago that he made the one where he's like, really? There's a pedophile ring in Hollywood. Yeah, we know it is. We know there is because there's proof. We know there is because They're filling up the jails. Cosby, Weinstein, what's his name? Fuck, I always remember that. I always forget that guy's name. The guy who played the bad guy in that movie Seven with Brad Pitt. Fuck, I forget that guy's name. Right? They're out there. That guy's still God, I can't remember any of these guys' names. But there's a whole bunch, man, and they just keep calling them out. There's got to be a website somewhere that has a list of Hollywood celebrities accused of sexual misconduct. It's a big list, man, and they're coming out more and more. And look at fucking Joe Biden, the creepiest of all of them, and he still he hasn't been canceled because he's a Democrat. He hasn't been canceled because he's a liberal, right? And there's videos of him groping young girls. Just disgusting, man. These people are fucking disgusting. Okay, and it's a cult. I'm telling you, it ain't. Chris Lilly talking about, oh, this is my cult, babies. Woo woo woo. Like, it's not it's a joke. See, these people, these Satanists, these cultists, these Freemasons, they like to do something called hiding in plain sight. They like to mock by hiding in plain sight. Right. I'd also recommend study a channel called Russian Vids on YouTube. And they might be going after these YouTube channels sooner or later, but they're still out there if you know where to look. Russian Vids, man. He talks about the free. Oh man, he's got amazing videos talking about these occultists, man. This shit's real, man. The world that we live in is fucking real. All this sick shit is real. Okay. Why do you need to creep on 16, 17-year-olds? Your 13 million can't get you girls your age? No, it's because you're sick, because there's something wrong with your head. And he's talking about, I got caught up in the lifestyle. He basically admitted it. Like, you don't think he called his lawyer? The guy's got $13 million. You don't think he called his lawyer? He basically admitted it. I got caught up in the lifestyle was part of his statement. What lifestyle? The lifestyle of creeping on 16, 17-year-olds, dude? Like, what the fuck kind of lifestyle is that? That's a lifestyle? I bet it is a lifestyle in Hollywood for rich people, for rich men. And you got a kid on the way, bro. Fucking shameful, man. Fucking shameful. Anyway, you know, I'm a little torn on this because I've been a fan of Chris, and part of him I like, but I can't abide by that, man. I can't, you know, side with somebody who's doing some shit like that, because that's some scumbag shit. Like, you're 38, man, and okay, maybe you've been doing it for like what? How long have you been famous? Maybe 6-7 years, right? So you've been doing it since your 30s. So you're a 30-year-old. Let's say you're a 28-year-old. I think he got divorced when he was 28. I think I'm not 100% sure. I think he got divorced from his wife when he was 28. Let's say you've been doing this since 28. 28, hawking on a 16, 17-year-old. That's creepy, man. I don't think it's illegal because age of consent in California is 16, but that's fucking creepy. And I don't know if I'd say that's a lifestyle. And if that is a lifestyle, then this world is a lot more fucked than we think it is. There's a lot of shit that goes on that we don't realize is going on. A lot of shit that's don't ask, don't tell type of shit with these celebrities, right? And I would say the parents, man. Go back and listen to Eminem. Go back and listen to old school Eminem. You know, that old Slim Shady LP where he's talking about, or no, actually the Marshall Mathers LP, I think. Probably both those albums. The Slim Shady LP and the Marshall Mathers LP. Go listen to those albums where he's talking about how the parents like say, "Oh, we don't want you making bad rap," but also like, you know, there's all this, you know, dysfunction in the house and domestic violence, and he's like, you know, why don't you raise your kids better? Is basically what he's saying. Like you want me to change my raps, but why don't you raise your kids better? And like, I think Eminem's evil, and I think he's in the cult too. And I think some of his music is fucking demonic. Okay, and I think it probably encouraged me to be a little bastard. Probably encouraged me to take drugs and shit like that. Because Satan runs the world, man. Satan runs the world, for real. Like, he's putting this shit out. He knows what influences humans. He knows this music and these they fucking even call them influencers. Oh, you're a social media influencer. They fucking call them influencers. He knows what brainwashes and influence. Go on Google and Google the secret meeting that changed hip hop forever. It's like a meeting that took place in like allegedly took place in like 1990 or 1991 when hip hop switched from being conscious rap and like sort of it used to be fucking conscious rap. It used to be like just fun hip hop and like club stuff, conscious rap, and then it turned into gangster rap right around 91, 92. And the music executives did that on purpose. Why? Because they knew that their goal was to brainwash the youth. Their goal, and they're like, oh, why? Well, go do your research. This shit's nefarious. They're trying to ruin kids. Why? Because Satan runs the world. Because these people are fucking literally Satanists. Go up and look up a guy named John Todd. Johntodd, John Todd. Look him up on YouTube. It's a guy who used to be a Satanist, who used to be literally Satan worshiper, man. He's talking about the cult practices that they used to do. He's talking about how they used to pray to demons and shit like that over albums that they would release. Go back and get into like old like Metallica type music, hard rock, heavy metal type shit, punk rock. It's all satanic, man. Incredibly satanic. White Snake and AC/DC, all this shit. If you go back and listen to the lyric Danzig, it's incredibly satanic. Like, these people are literally Satanists. People think, oh, that's punk, that's rock and roll, that's cool. Like, no, dude, they're literally Satanists. You think that's some kind of gimmick. That ain't no gimmick. That ain't no joke. Like, oh, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, you stupid conspiracy theorists? Do some research. They used to pray over the albums before they played them. There's a set frequency that they play it at. There's certain where you put the chorus and where you put the lyrics and things like that. There's a certain rhythm and pattern that they play it, and it's literally brainwashing. It's literally brainwashing. There's a certain pattern that you play the chorus at and you play the lyrics at, and if you repeat the lyrics over and over again, it literally brainwashes people. This is why there's all these hip hop songs and the lyrics are like repetitive. The lyrics are like, you know, this catchy chorus, and they keep repeating the chorus, but the chorus is like something about like having sex and woo, and then we wonder why our kids grow up to do drugs. Then we wonder why our kids grow up and do porn. Then we wonder why our kids, because listen to the fucking music. That ain't no joke. People say, oh, the music is gonna rot your brain. That ain't a joke. It really is. You know, the music is gonna make you. Who was it? God damn. One of these guys said, you know, he was like, I forget. He was a famous guy, and he said, oh God, what's his name? I don't think it was Alice Cooper. It was it wasn't Frank Zappa either. It was some guy, some singer guy, and he was like, they used to say that music, you know, rock and roll was about sex, drugs, and you know, it was about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and that would you know, if you listen to that music, it would make you want to do drugs and have sex. And then he goes, and you want to know what? They were right. They were right. That's what it wants to do. So this whole shit is a culture, man. It's a fucking culture of degeneracy, and people are all like, oh, surprised that these famous people are getting called out, like, oh, what's wrong with these people? Because it's a fucking culture. Like, people are so brain, they don't even understand. What do you need to hawk on 16, 17-year-olds for? What do you need to do that for? Because you're sick. When you can have any hot girl you want, because girls go crazy over famous guys, and he's good looking, and he's got 13 million, and he's famous, and he works out. Come on, dude. What are you talking about 16, 17-year-olds? Because you're sick. Because there's something wrong with your head. There's something sick about it. And this guy this came out of nowhere, totally came out of left field. This guy was hiding it probably for at least 10 years. I mean, I'd say 10 years at the most, actually. Is what I would say. 10 years at the most, right? Could have been 6-7 years he's been doing this. I got caught up in the lifestyle. Okay, bro. What lifestyle? Using your fame to fuck 16 and 17 year olds? Bro, I don't think so. I don't think that that's caught up in the lifestyle. I think that something's wrong with you. I think that if anything, you're caught up in the cult of pedophilia, which you claim isn't real. I think if anything, you're caught up in that satanic cult, which you claim isn't real, which there's all kinds of fucking proof for. All kinds of fucking proof. Again, Russian Vids channel. Look up fucking Jeremiah Cohen's channel on YouTube. The truth is out there, man. It's just that people don't want to accept it. They don't want their bubble burst. Hey, I'm doing all right. I got a car. I got a house. I'm doing all right. Like, what do I need to, I like Chris D'Elia. He's funny. Haha. I like that 70s show. I like all these movies. I like all this shit. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's funny. That's what it's supposed to be. But what's going on behind the scenes, right? The truth is real, man. The truth is real. God's real. The devil's real, man. You think this shit's all coincidence? These people are literally Satan worshipers. These people are literally cultists. They worship the Kabbalah. It's all connected, man. It's all connected. They're fucking Illuminati. George Bush, Obama, Trump. Everybody you can think of in Hollywood, they're all in that shit. Sorry, that's the world we live in, man. When are people going to wake up? Anyway, that's all I got to say. I've been a fan of Chris D'Elia. This sucks, I guess it sucks for people who really, were his fans, people who believed in him. Oh, I don't say believed in him, but at least we, I don't know why we would believe in him, but we believed that he wasn't a creeper, right? And that's the thing that's crazy about the whole thing is that the nicest guy, like Joe Rogan could be, we don't fucking know. Joe Rogan's like the coolest, one of the nicest guys. Dave Chappelle could be, like, we don't fucking know. Like you think like these people, I mean, probably not. These guys probably aren't, but they might be. I don't know. I'm not going to say that couldn't happen because Chris D'Elia is probably one of the last people I thought would be like that. And then boom, there it is. And there's evidence and he's admitting it. And he's saying it's a lifestyle that he got caught up. I'm like, okay, well, that means there's solid evidence. That means you were really doing it. You're done. Your career is over. So I think Chris is done. I mean, it's a sick world, bro. Sick culture, Anyway, that's about all I got to say for today, guys. It's kind of a sad video because, I did like Chris D'Elia. But again, there was something, his ego, I didn't like that. There's something about him that was kind of douchey. 13 guys worth 13 million. I don't know, man. He's fucking hawking on 16, 17 year olds. Can't abide by that, man. So I think he should be canceled. Probably lost majority of his fan base, after this. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, there's some fucked up people that probably still like him, and just because he's fucking an asshole, just because he's an asshole, they might like him more because of this. There's some fucked up people in this world. Anyway, been Jay Lee, guys. Appreciate you listening. Peace.